In this video, I will go over the checklist of what to do before taking any photos of any vehicles. Creating a system and routine is essential for not only reducing errors, but also maximizing your time and efficiency. We all work on a commission-based format, so the faster you process these vehicles, the more money you make. Remember the no photo report we talked about a few lessons back? Well, this is where it comes in handy. So obviously, number one should always be printing your NPL and going over that list and finding all vehicles ready for a shoot. I also recommend, while walking the front line, check for missing window label. Once your report is complete, grab your keys and start your process. Number two, before taking that first photo, please make it a habit to always double check your lens to make sure they are free of dirt, debris, and fingerprints. A dirty lens equals blurry photos, which also equals to reshooting that car for free. Number three, make sure you are always shooting in landscape mode and not portrait. Rotate your camera at 90 degrees and start snapping away. The white lines on your screen are called grid lines. Use them as a reference guide. You can turn them on by going into your camera and hitting setting at the top left of your screen. Utilize this tool to center your subject. That means the car, the wheels, the interior, anything you photograph, always center that subject. Now we know in South Florida the weather changes, overcast happens, and sometimes you get shadowy area and sometimes you get bright areas. A good way to attack this is at your bottom right of your screen, you will see a little circle with a plus and minus sign. This is where you can adjust your exposure. For example, if the image is too bright, select the minus sign, bump it down 1 or 2 stops, depending on the brightness of day. If the image is too dark, select the plus sign, bumping it up 1 or 2 stops higher. That way, you will always have a perfectly exposed image. Number 4. Shadows and glares. Depending on the weather and time of day, glares and shadows are inevitable. The best way to tackle those issues are, if your shadow is in the shot, just take a few steps back and use the zoom option. When taking the back shot, if you position the car correctly, the sun should be facing your lens, shadow of the car behind the vehicle. Remember, the dealerships that require a specific area to stage will depend on the time of day. If you know in the morning you get fewer shadows, I suggest shooting in the morning. Use your best judgment when taking these photos. Finally, please take 30 to 60 seconds to go over your pictures before parking that car. Go over and check if any images that are blurry or just bad. Trust me, it will save you the headache. If you don't catch it the first time, the manager of that dealership will ask you to retake those shots. You do not get paid for that retake. Remember that. Again, take your time. In the beginning, you might be a little slow. Don't feel bad. But once you build that muscle memory, it should be a walk in the park. All right, guys, this section, I'm going to show you how to shoot a car at a dealership. Now, if you notice, I'm bending my knees for all my shots and centering my vehicle in the middle. The subject right now is the vehicle. So take your time as you walk around. Follow the photo set that you have in your schedule to make sure you get everything right. Again, take your time, center it, center the wheels, center everything that you see in the car. Now for the overhand shot, I usually put the camera all the way up towards the ceiling and I point it down maybe at 30 degrees so I can capture the whole in front. For the 45-degree back shot, you get a 45-degree going in and one going straight in. Use your lines, your grid lines, to make them parallel to the lines on the windows. Now this is the vent to vent. Try to get as less windshield as possible. Again, here am I covering the camera lens so the glare doesn't come in the shot to create that perfect shot where so you don't see too much glare and you can actually see the odometer. Again, back to the center. I center everything as much as I want. The focus right now is the navigation and the backup camera and all the functions in the middle of that car. Take your time. Follow the photo set. You'll memorize it once you get it done. Now let's go ahead and talk about the incorrect way. You see how I'm not bending down my knees too much? Okay, it's uncentered. I'm just walking around with the camera up like that. This is fine because this vehicle is lifted. Like these wheel shots are not straight. They don't look bad, but they're not straight. We're trying to keep the system consistent, you know, for all the pictures to all the dealership. Again, not enough room in the back. The vehicle's not centered. That right there is a crooked shot. No good, guys. Bad, bad, bad. Unprofessional looking. There should never be any subjects in your shot. Those flags there should be removed. Same thing. Looks very unprofessional. Too much windshield here. Crooked door. See that glare right there? I didn't cover the lens. This is a crooked shot. Some more glare, and most importantly, my foot in the shot. Be careful for that. Here you go, that glare again. I didn't cover the lens. That's what happens. It looks crappy and unprofessional. Like I showed you guys, cover that lens with your hand. Crooked shots, crooked shots. Reflection, be careful of the reflection on these screens. Sometimes I just back up a little bit more. No legs in the shot. And again, guys, as always, if you have any questions, please let me know.